Welcome back, everybody. We're live. Welcome.
Good evening, Mega City. With tensions on the rise and other Earths plotting our demise, who takes to our skies? It's breakthrough in the Brockton Bay Book Club.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Well
Let's
done.
go.
Was that supposed to rhyme?
Did it not?
It did.
We call that a slant rhyme in English class.
I call it slingin' rhyme. Thank you very
Nerd.
much.
Slinging
Yeah.
lyrics over there like
Slinging
M and
sweet-
Easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Antareezy.
Antareezy? No.
Yeah. Welcome to the Brockton Bay Book Club. I'm one of your hosts, Alan. Baby-faced Alan, they call me because I'm all shaved up. And
Wow.
joining us, we also have Hannah,
Oh, hello.
Jacob,
Yellow.
Nick,
Hello there.
and of course, the host wrangler, Michael.
Hey guys, welcome.
Heyo. We are a podcast that is reading through Ward by J.C. McCrae, for those of you who stumbled upon this for some reason or another.
What are you even doing here, man?
Yeah, right? Maybe start at episode 1 and work your way up. Or don't, start in the middle. Figure it out
Do what
from
you
there.
want.
I'd love to hear your
the
thoughts
best way.
if you just started.
That's how I
We
read
are
books.
currently reading today
Halfway in the middle.
Ward, Arc 8.1 through 0.7.
Yes.
I'm looking for scared faces. I see none, so I think we all read the correct thing.
We did.
If you'd like to join us in chat, if you're listening to this recording, we do this live almost every other Tuesday. So you might as well join us in chat if you're listening to the recording of this.
Every other
For those of you who are in
Tuesday.
chat, we love you very much. Thank you. And to our patrons, also big shout out. We love you very much. And
Patrons.
we, you continue to support hosting a Discord server that you could join for as little as $1 a month. Signing up on our Patreon gets you access to the Discord server where you can contribute to our bingo and other things. I say the bingo because you can play bingo along with us on the live stream. Links in the description.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can contribute with memes, just talking about it. We have a Pact spoilers channel, a Ward spoilers channel, and I'm about to. I've started reading Pale. I haven't really gotten that far in it, but we might have to make a Pale reading channel, just for people who want to talk about Pale. But that being said, we're getting into this. One last thing. I've got to thank our sponsor, of course. Maid Marian. Maid Marian creates custom cottagecore and Red Fair clothing designed for every body. Whether you're looking for a lace-up bodice, rustic apron, and pinafores, or ethereal dresses, you'll find items customized for every individual's fit and design. All items are lovingly hand-sewn with attention to detail and a touch of whimsy. Visit Maid Marian today and transform your wardrobe with clothing that feels as enchanting as it looks. Find Maid Marian on Etsy at www.etsy.com/shop/themaidmarian. Once again, that's Etsy, The Maid Marian, MADE, and
MARION.
MARION. Yes.
Can't spell maid and not spell Marion.
I feel like the maid part's the part.
Head over to their
True.
Instagram and socials at least and give them a follow because it's very cool stuff, guys. And Hannah's very
much
talented.
like everything else. Link in
Oh,
description.
thanks. Thanks so much.
But we are reading Arc 8, 8.1, 8.7. Reading about exactly half of this.
It's long.
Definitely a transitional chapter. It is. We only read
It
about
felt long.
40,000 words.
It felt longer.
It did
Yeah, it was a little
feel a
slow.
little bit longer. Per
I-
chapter, if that makes sense. But overall,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I read that much.
Yeah, maybe it's just because Worm was such a intense ride from start to finish. But
Mhm.
Ward's pacing to me feels very much like we hit a good high point and then it the energy drops.
Yeah.
and then we're slowly building back up, and then it drops. Whereas with Worm, like if it felt more like an ever rising roller coaster where it's like, oh, we have a bit of a
Mhm.
drop. Oh, it's ramping up. Yeah, a bit of a drop. Oh, like it just kept getting more and more intense. I don't know. It's weird. Ward is very different pacing wise, and I think
Yeah.
Oh, different.
this section probably illustrated that very well for me.
Hmm.
Coming off
And
of
it's
the
not.
stuff with Kinsey's parents into this was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
Right. The whiplash.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since we
It's not
get
bad.
A
It's
mention of that.
just different.
Yeah.
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 We get the one little mention.
Which I do appreciate though that Wild Boat is doing time skips and not just shoving all of this together into a 1 week period like poor Taylor's life.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
well,
Like little jumps in time, right? Like it's been like, okay,
it's been
you know,
How long has it been
I
since the
think it's
group?
2 weeks is what they said from
since the
end
beginning of the
7 to
story.
8 one.
It's
Since the beginning of the story?
No. It has to been longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Since
I-
the beginning of the story.
I was really upset when I found this out. I think the story of, I may be mistaken, so I haven't gone back and looked. I
Chat.
think the story of Ward
Yeah,
takes
chat.
place over 2 months.
Let us know, chat.
Chat.
No.
Mm.
It's
See,
been
I-
like 6
I
months.
could
in
have
my
It
mind.
almost
feels
sworn-
like it should be 6 months.
I almost
That
could have
feels-
sworn though that there have been lines like in this arc it mentions it's been a couple weeks, her parents have gotten arrested, things have been established, or like a week maybe, right?
Like it feels
Right,
like it should have been
yeah.
longer.
yeah.
Like with the even just the legal system, like
Right?
Rain and Ashley going through the legal system, like that takes fucking forever. You cannot tell me that happened in
Yeah.
like a day or two or a week. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it feels like time has passed, and as a result, I appreciate that. Whereas it
Mhm.
definitely didn't feel that way with Taylor so much. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe no time has passed at all. We're all just stuck in a gray boy time loop.
We have a
I was about to
guest.
say we're
Okay.
stuck in the time loop. There's no coming out of it.
We have a guest
Ooh,
from Beefaroni
ooh.
saying it might be 3 months, but
Yep. We're just gonna say I don't feel like this spoils too much just to look up how long. The
Months?
story starts September 7th, 2015. It ends mid-December 2015.
no.
That's
The
not
story? The story. The
No.
whole of Ward?
Can't be accurate.
Okay, well, so
But here. I'll tell you this right now. Much like Marquise, I'm gonna choose to ignore that.
yes,
As far as I know,
exactly.
this whole
Yeah.
story takes place over, I'll say, roughly in a year and a half.
Yeah.
What's the, how's the,
Feels
how's
like
the
it.
meme
Feels
going?
like it
Canonically, I
should
think
be.
What's
that's
the
how it
meme?
Thanks,
works.
thanks for the book, Wild Bow. We'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, great idea. We love your idea, but
Mhm.
this is why other people have editors.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
to-
I
to
was
Hannah's point,
thinking that.
Yeah, to Hannah's point about legal system timeframes, I just imagine Wild Bow's at his home like, I don't know, how long should a child custody take? Like an hour?
An hour. Damn.
That's funny. 3
Uh,
months. That's
So
Yeah.
hilarious.
Wild Boat just got more
Like,
and
we-
more concentrated then over time as he writes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Right?
next book is
Like,
gonna
he
be
was like,
24
what's
hours.
the lesson I should take from this?
Faster.
Oh, 2 years having a
More,
time skip of
more.
2 years. Wasn't that the time skip was bad.
Hmm.
It's that the time passing was bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
we just need to
Yeah.
stop time from moving.
What's
Listen,
the
he was on
Okay.
he was in his Daft Punk era, harder, better, faster, stronger. And just
And we love him for it.
Yeah.
Time to make a quick meme. I'll post it in the Discord later.
I know.
Yes.
And
Where
you
is-
could
Oh
find
my
that
God.
meme in the Discord, in the warm Discord. And if somebody from our patron, I'll give a blank statement. If somebody from our patrons wants to post that, unless Jacob posts it himself, you're welcome to, because we have been banned many times from the subreddit.
Yeah, they don't like
But
us
I've also
on Reddit
heard that they
anymore.
go through mods like tissue paper. So
Well, we don't want to say anything bad about.
no,
that's
that's
just
something
Reddit.
that was literally brought up recently in a post on the subreddit. Was like,
That's-
hey, what happened to the mods? Because like I've been having issues, and Wildbow responded like, yeah, I get them. They don't last very long, and then they're out. And I'm like, okay, well, I need a new mod.
Oh,
I don't think it's
There
I
you
don't think it's like a workload thing. I think it's just a like, oh, I could be a mod for the Reddit, and then you realize, oh, that's a lot of work, and then you move on.
Yeah.
Do they get
Yeah.
paid to mod? Because I could go mod
No.
for
No.
Wildbow.
Oh my
Certainly not.
gosh.
Mod for
No,
Wildbow.
no, you don't. Nobody
Get a
mods
foot
Reddit
in the
to
door,
get
Michael.
paid. You should.
Oh.
You know what? If you,
Wildbow, if you're listening.
Here's the thing: if you mod for a big Twitch streamer, they
Doesn't
will
listen to
pay you.
this.
But that's
I hope he does.
that's about the.
Yeah,
Those are the only
maybe.
types of mods I've heard of actually getting paid for their work.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
Discord and
yeah,
Oh,
Discord's
Mod
for the
Pizza,
love
the
of the
only
community.
mod getting paid for their work.
there you go.
yeah.
It started in July.
Tying it back.
But yeah, 8.1 to 8.7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other initial thoughts we want to get out before we click into this?
I will say once again, I did read late. And I still don't remember what happened in the first couple of chapters. So I'm looking forward to the summaries because boy howdy did I skim on the boring parts.
Not a problem.
I'm so sorry.
Now I will
Please
say
don't hate me.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed seeing some returning faces like Defiant and
Yes. Ah. Oh,
Defiant
Dragon.
Yes.
These nuts.
I want to
say
say. I
Dragon.
want to say dragon.
these nuts. Anyway,
Okay.
all right, I'm done. I had to do it once.
Oh my.
Okay.
God.
No, yeah, Dragon and Defiant, D&D. We're glad to
Mhm.
see them return.
Yes.
A few other returning
Was that-
faces, but mostly
Was
them.
that not last arc?
That was
They got
8.1 and
mentioned.
8.2. They
Oh,
got
they're in
mentioned,
8.1 and
but we see
8.2?
them
Okay.
in 8.1 and 8.2. Yeah,
Okay.
They
This is
showed up
how
in
they
the
have some-
interlude.
they have some nice moments. Yeah, they show up in the interlude, and then they have some nice moments with Defiant has a moment with Victoria. Dragon has a moment with Kinsey.
Yeah.
Those are both kind of nice. We can give them props for that they've grown as people, or not people.
Ah, yes, that's right. That's right. I remember now. Good gravy. Oof.
Alan, do you want to show off your fancy background?
Oh, I was gonna. I'll talk about that at the end. People
It's an end
bring
thing?
it up. We mentioned it before, but that is my Antares armor over there with LEDs.
The glowing corner.
Very lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Is the
add some suspense. Stick around to the end, and then you can see the armor.
There you go.
There you go. We did that on purpose.
Yep.
This was planned.
Yeah.
We have
totally,
plans.
yeah.
I totally knew he was going to say that.
You guys go ahead. Hang on, I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Oh, no.
Oh, we're talking about this. Okay.
Oh, talking
Well,
about the
while Nick's
Well-
going full parent mode, I guess I could talk about this. So for those of you who the patrons, might get exclusive content for this, but I recently did a drag show where I dressed as Antares,
It was very fun.
and competed, and
Nice.
to Hero and Golden remix.
Yeah.
Mixed up by yours truly, Michael, because
Your
he's
very
a musical,
own.
what we call a musical genius.
Musical genius.
The words we use.
So
It was great. It was phenomenal. I have the video for those.
I did not
special
win,
people who get to see it.
but got everybody really liked the glowing suit and the hero costume I had. By
great.
the end, my armor was falling apart. It still is falling apart. So it needs some repairs. But what else is new?
Sick.
And yeah, the patrons might get to see pictures of that.
Let's go.
Also, hence why I have a baby face right now.
Nice.
More reason to
Ooh.
join.
All right, let's get
All
into
right, Nick, 8.1.
You got it. 8.1. Dragon and Defiant call a hero meeting. Earth Kite is launching attacks alongside Teacher and other villains. Update on Kinsey's situation. Vicky and Kinsey talk with D&D. I feel like we could lump in 8.2 with that as well, because
Yeah, let's do
it's a
it.
continuation of their conversation with Defiant and Dragon.
Yeah.
8.2 is also Victoria considers Tinkers as Kinsey talks with D&D. Then they go talk with Fumehood, Tempera, Brandish, and Flashbang. Breakthrough discusses powerhouses and the team's future plans.
Yeah, a little more of the kind of just general world building's kind of the wrong term, but setting building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
interesting, this gathering of heroes, which appears to be missing a key figure in Legend. Because Legend
I
is still alive, right?
He is, yeah. You know, he's
and
still.
still
Yeah.
doing stuff.
I was gonna
And
say
still
Yeah,
he's
he
not.
just-
he
He's
wasn't
not the
there.
lead because Chevalier.
No.
No, he
is the head of
retired from the
everything.
PRT, but he is still
Yeah.
heroing, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so seeing a lot of returning figures, and yet, as Victoria comments, it was kind of sad for her to even she realized, like, man, this is nothing like what it was before Gold Morning.
Hmm.
And you just
Yeah.
remember how many people have been lost. And even then, sometimes some people just aren't there because they're busy. Like Valkyrie is off, like doing stuff; she can't be there. So there's also that effect too, which is interesting. Also, I don't know how to pronounce Shite. Chite. I've been
I've always
calling it
said
Earth
shite.
Cheat. Earth Cheat.
I was
Yeah,
always
I've been
calling it
saying
cheat.
Like
cheat.
cheaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earth
Wow.
Cheaty. Little cheaters.
Yep.
I've always said kite, but
How to
Kite.
pronounce.
But there is a cape
Cheat.
called Kite that we meet later on.
the
So, like-
kite something. They don't know how to
Earth
Sure,
Cheat.
That's it. That's
Cheat.
it. Yep.
cheat.
Yep.
No, it says cheat.
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 Is that right?
Like
Oh,
you
cheat.
cheating cheat.
Hold on.
It's
I
Hebrew,
might be
right?
wrong. Nope.
Oh, is it?
nope,
Okay.
Nope,
All the
that's not
other-
it.
Earth Sea, as Bernard says.
Yeah. Earth.
You know what?
Yes,
Honestly,
exactly.
That's right. That's correct.
Exactly.
Yep.
Smart man.
Kite. I guess it's kite. Cat?
Kite.
Kite. Kite.
Anyway,
That's what he-
that place,
That's a stupid name.
Earth
Earth
Sea.
Cheat.
Earthsea.
Earthsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm sticking with Earth Cheat.
Also,
Gee.
Perfect.
Also, Jacob.
What about it? What were we talking about?
Oh, they're just talking about it. We're
Just
talking
that
about
it
them
exists.
talking about it.
We were talking about, yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
also,
Exactly.
all of you would know. We should really know kite better, because it's the term to miss the mark, which
But
is
well, yeah, but we don't use that whatever language it is.
Yeah, come on.
Hebrew.
on, Alex.
Yeah, but you would know this because it's the word we translate as sin.
Oh,
So that's
You know
what-
what?
trying
In
to
an archery, to miss
back.
the mark.
Why
yeah, I
did
was gonna
Wild
say,
Bow name it Sin? The Earth Sin.
because they're bad.
Question.
They're
Earth
bad
Sheet.
people. They're
Foreshadowing.
bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say,
I don't
I
It's
I
probably-
called it.
You-
Sorry.
You
called
did
it.
call it. Also,
Called
let
it.
me finish. I think this is actually probably a mispronunciation of the word. I think it is just because when they anglicized it, I think it is just Chet because it's what Aleph, Bet,
Chet.
Gimel, which are like the
Anglicized
alphabet.
it. Oh my god.
So Chet would just be. It's not a word. I think it just be the letter. Like
Yeah,
it's a
that would-
Hebrew. They're all Hebrew letters in the alphabet.
Right.
So I
Mhm.
think it's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
not
Yeah, yeah.
sin. It's probably just the letter that in Hebrew and not the
Yeah.
word. But Nick, you did call it.
Just want to say I called it. I'm a smart boy.
Yep.
Religious
cookie.
fundamentalists like to work together.
Aha.
And although they're of different breeds, as they say,
yeah.
even Earth Shiit is like, listen, those fallen people a little bit rough around the edges for us, but they
But-
like Jesus, and we can rock with
Bring
that.
him into the fold.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
no.
figure out a way
Woof.
to finagle them in.
Listen, Earth Shiit might be Baptist and Southern Baptist, and the fallen might be some crazy backwater Pentecostal.
Primitive
But you know what?
Appalachian
Yeah,
Baptist.
Appalachian
snakes
Church
and-
of God.
Woof.
But
What a
you
time.
know what? When it comes to dealing with the heathens, they are united.
You know,
Ooh,
shout
the
out
goddess doesn't
Appalachia.
have any actual powers. She's just Episcopalian.
That's what.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh gosh! Before we go down a religious joke rabbit hole, let's
Yeah,
keep
please.
going.
Let's turn this
We've
card
lost
around.
80%
All
of
our
the
audience
already.
Yeah, asleep.
All
This
six
is
of
what
them
they
are
come here
gone.
for.
Yeah.
Um,
Not what they come here
but-
for.
I
Didn't
had
you know
no notes
this
in
is
that first
actually
chapter.
this is actually the Brockton Bay Bible Club, don't you know?
Oh, get lost.
Oh, you didn't know, but now you got
Absolutely.
got.
Is that in the
And hang up.
bingo? Is that in
Oh
the
my
bingo?
God, I'm
It
gone.
could definitely be in the bingo.
I'll tell you right now, we've been striking off bingos left and right already.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
heck yeah.
Oh no.
Everyone play
God
along.
damn.
Let us know when you get it.
But the other thing too, I think that we talked about previously guessing is that teacher's involved somehow. So it seems
Yeah.
of
like
course he is.
Yeah.
Chet is working alongside Teacher very closely. Teacher, as we know, kind of took over Cauldron, which maybe we're not quite sure yet, but we think
Something hinky.
what's her face? Jacob's favorite Smash
And Alan's
is working with Teacher,
Contessa?
maybe?
Contessa?
Contessa, yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Okay, first off,
Um,
not favorite Smash, but up
You were
there.
Pretty
literally
high up
talking
there.
about her just the other day.
About how she has my favorite power. Now, favorite
I said
Smash.
Jacob's
Jacob.
favorite Smash.
Jacob,
Jacob's
a quick aside.
It's
well,
yeah.
maybe second to No Blog.
Okay, hold on. Jacob, quick aside. Contessa
Yeah.
or Narwhal?
Let us know in the chat what
Where's
he's
the
going to say.
soundboard?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
you can't fucking rainbow color this.
Both, please. Smash.
Okay, no, look,
Yeah!
you can't. I asked you what your favorite color was, and you said fucking rainbow. I'm not letting you get out of this one.
I mean, it's obviously Contessa.
Really?
I knew he was going to
told
say
you.
that. Yeah, he said that in the past.
Okay.
If
I'm not
she wants
surprised.
it to be the greatest night of your
Yeah,
life, it
yeah.
will be.
No.
It's just
You know,
That's
I
what I'm-
agree.
see, we talked about that.
I
I'm also a
agree.
Contessa main.
However, yeah, I admire Contessa, but Narwhal is where it's at for me.
Mm.
All right,
And that
That's
also
fair, that's
doesn't
fair.
surprise me.
not so certain said best is different than favorite.
Hmm.
Also, they're asking
But
if
could
I'm
be
it is.
both.
very.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Just Chad's hilarious right now. Finish your thought. Ellen.
Oh,
no.
well, I was reading chat. Narwhal was
oh.
canceled
What's
for her
chat saying?
anti-pace 53 comments.
Beefaroni
look,
asked. Beefaroni
Where was she
asked
wrong?
if Jesus is a cape, and I
Oh,
said yes.
Oh,
So that's good.
Zion.
Yep.
Smash problematic.
It's
You can,
Zion.
in fact, smash problematic. I can fix her.
Biblical Jesus is like what? Stranger 2? You know.
No, it's been established. It's been established
The
that
whole
Jesus
literal.
Jesus is part of the lineage of the Joestar family because he is Joshua, son of Joseph.
Joseph. Oh,
He is a JoJo. So,
Okay.
Bro.
I thought we were
I
gonna go with Jesus being
this
the
thing.
lich thing.
Oh, that's incredible.
also that too, yeah.
No.
I'm just gonna apologize on behalf of everything that's happening right now.
I do
Oh
remember
my
the
God.
1 year that it was cool amongst edgy Christians to call Easter Happy Zombie Jesus Day. I remember
Yeah.
that 1 year. That was a
I
good
mean,
1 year.
Jesus is a zombie.
That's a
Let's be
We
special
get
clear.
1 year of fun every 7 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
8.3.
Yeah, move on. Let's keep
Oh,
going.
I was gonna say I still have
wait.
a question on here.
Yes,
Let's see.
please.
Kenzie turned in her
It's
parents
gonna
finally.
be a rough episode.
Oh yeah, Kenzie turning in her parents is like a kid giving up their favorite toy.
kind of.
Yeah.
Um,
I
let's see,
mean,
Earth
if your toy's trying to
Jordan.
kill you.
Let's
I think-
see.
The thing is, right? She on Kenzie with the situation with her parents. I think in her mind she was trying to help them be better parents.
Mhm.
The issue is the only way she's ever been taught how to make people
Parent
modify their
parents.
behavior is through abuse. So it's
Yeah.
not just
Right.
saving her from them. Although they are
Yes.
sucky people, it's kind of saving them from her too, I think.
Yeah.
Of like
Mhm.
they've been living in this living hell. They're probably grateful to be out of it.
Right.
You know. So yeah, it's but now she's got caregivers and they're nice. We have Natalie
Yeah.
back, the unfashionable
Oh, yeah.
paralegal, according to Victoria.
That nobody likes and everybody
Oh my
hates, and
gosh.
she's ugly. And
I actually
Jordan.
found myself liking
I'm
her
just
a little bit
reading
more
what
than
That's
her.
Victoria's
said.
inner
I was gonna
monologue.
say this is
Vicky's
Victoria's.
words, not mine. And by Victy, I mean Wild Bow's words.
I know. Victoria, she's like helping Kinsey kind of outweighed by being even in the same circle as my mom. So it's like she's a horrible person.
Yeah, she's horrible by proxy. My
Yeah.
question was, Vicky's going on and thinking about this whole thing with like not being able to read people because of their costumes. You know what covers their face and obscures the the mouth or eyes or whatnot. And it made me think like if there's a thought process between like people who don't wear masks because obviously new wave,
Mhm.
people who wear masks like the eye masks, people who wear full helmet, or people who do like just the bottom half or just the top half.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
if there's some psychology with that.
That would be
I don't know if y'all
interesting.
have any thoughts about who wears what.
I feel like I'd have to sit
Mm.
down and think about what everyone wears. Like Gru has a full helmet.
Yeah.
Uh, Tattletale has just an eye mask. I
Just an
think.
eye mask.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of the
Um,
Incredibles look is what I imagine it looks
mhm.
like.
Yeah.
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 Regent doesn't wear a mask.
Regent doesn't wear a mask.
I thought he
I think
No?
he
Or
wears
does he
like
have
he
an eye
wears
mask as well?
eye
Does he
Does he
have an
wear
eye
something,
have
mask?
like a little? Oh well,
No, it's not the
I
opera
don't know.
mask. He's got a little
Oh, he does. He
tiny
does. Yeah, yeah. He's
decorated
got a
eye
little
mask.
Yeah.
decorated mask.
Little
That's
something.
right.
Yeah.
Rachel doesn't wear a mask.
Rachel doesn't wear a mask.
Um,
Imp
No,
wears
Rachel
a
wears
devil
the
mask.
little dog. Doesn't she have a little
Yeah,
dog
Rachel
mask?
has the
she
plastic
has a dog mask, but
Oh,
Or is
she
that
the
just
barely
every-
rubber
wears it.
Halloween
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
mask.
The little plastic dog mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't wear it that often though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wore it a lot at the
Um,
beginning of Worm, and then I think she just stopped.
She wears it for like the heist, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
might
doesn't
be
wear it
in
very
Because
there.
most of the time it's on her hip or like
Yeah.
she just
It's
doesn't have it at
interesting
all.
though. I think part of what you're talking about, Alan, with the psychology of it is it goes two ways, I think. The characters who have the full helmet versus the or no mask at all, they might be on the similar ends of the spectrum in the sense of how much has their cape identity sort of subsumed their whole identity. So, like with New
Mm.
Wave, Victoria's talked about how being a cape is everything that she was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, like there are some people like Sveta or Weld who like a costume doesn't matter. That is who they are. They can't escape
Right.
that part of them. On the flip side, you have somebody like Defiant who has so enmeshed himself in being defiant that
Mm.
that, motorcycle or that, helmet he's created for himself might as well be his face. That's who he is now. Kind of the whole
Yeah.
Batman thing of like Batman is more Batman than he is Bruce Wayne at this point.
Yeah, because I was gonna go with for the Undersiders at the very least. I feel like it's the opposite, where
Mhm.
Gru and Taylor both have lives that they're trying to protect, so they
Yeah.
have full face, like they have another life essentially outside. Tattletale, Rachel, Regent, they barely give a shit because like
Yeah.
everybody knows who Rachel is. Like Rachel's not even trying to
Yeah.
have an identity. She just got slapped with a name, kind of.
Mhm.
The others
Regent's
are
really just trying to hide from one person.
yeah, and Lisa doesn't give a shit either. Like, so they barely have ones, as opposed to, I think Miss Militia. Miss Militia wears like a scar, like a bandana around her mouth, because what she doesn't have a day personality. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
she doesn't go to school. She went from being a war zone kid to a
Yeah.
hero. That's her life. And same for
Mhm.
Colin, except Colin's like transition, where like, Colin has from what I remember, like the Judge Dredd look going on.
He did, yeah.
So like his is he did probably start out as something else, a person, and then
Mhm.
got powers. So like he is, but he's also very into the hero thing. So my thought was like, at least in Worm, it feels like it's, the more you have to protect, the more of a helmet you wear, as
Yeah.
opposed to the less
Yeah.
of a mask.
Probably
you wear.
true, yeah, because you think about people like Lung as well, who didn't wear a costume at all. And what does he have to protect? Nothing. Like he doesn't have an
The
identity.
Slaughterhouse
there at
9.
all.
Well, his
Versus somebody
Yeah.
like Kaiser or like Coil who have a lot to protect with their identity.
Yeah.
They wore full bodysuits, so you couldn't even tell who they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, I actually was thinking about that with Gru too. Like Gru wears full motorcycle leathers, and the motorcycle helmet. Doesn't he also wear gloves? So like
Yeah.
nothing he is completely covered as well.
Yeah, and I think back to heroes like once again like Narwhal. You're not gonna hide the fact that she's 7 foot tall. You know,
Yeah.
everybody knows the 7 foot tall woman is Narwhal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Long did have a full mask, but he also didn't wear a shirt, so
Yeah.
I feel like that counts as the
More of
bottom
the
half.
yeah,
being-
more of an intimidation factor maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Anyway, just something
interesting.
I thought I
Yeah,
was thinking
costume
about.
design is an interesting part of this where we get to
Mhm.
see a bit more insight into that maybe.
Um,
I did like Victoria's conversation with Defiant since we're on him. In
Mhm.
that moment of her wondering what he's thinking. I think at
Mhm.
least it's showing he's continuing down that path of redemption, right? Where he's
Yeah.
just completely honest. He's like, yeah, I thought if
Yeah.
anyone had to die for me to beat Leviathan, Kaiser wasn't the worst person to eat it. If other
Right.
people died, and that included somebody you cared about, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And if there is anything I can do for you, let me. I'm like, wow, what a guy! Like, what
Yeah.
a change from who he was
It's
before.
very it's very like wrapped up in the acceptance thing of like
Yeah,
he's accepting that what he did. And there's no like avoidance, there's no like, yeah, well,
Mhm.
he's like, no, what I did was wrong. I hurt people to get what I thought was going to be the correct answer, and I was wrong. And I'm sorry.
And it is
like
crazy that
oh,
Victoria just has no idea that any of that happened, right? Because having seen
it's
it now,
wild
like
to
from
me.
Taylor's perspective, we're like, oh, Victoria was just out of it. She was gone. And that's, yeah. So for her, this is like the last thing I remember about you is not everything you've done that's good since that terrible moment, but your worst moment of your life, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, damn, that sucks.
it does.
Yeah.
Fume Hood pointing out like, oh, there's people walking this way, and points it out by saying, "Are these guys enemies?" And like looking at Victoria, she's like, "No, it's my parents." And she goes, "And like,
And
not
Answer my
question
wasn't the
still
question,
stands.
Mhm.
And I was like, Fume
Yeah.
Hood gets it.
Yeah.
Oh God. And Kinsey being like, I know where she lives. And Victoria's like, oh,
I-
damn it, child.
Oh my god.
Fuck up!
God.
Put a sock in it, kid.
No, don't
Oh,
don't
that
hit
was
the abused
such a
children,
moment.
Hannah.
Okay, look.
Oh gosh.
Especially
Ugh.
not with the wretch. She will not
Yeah.
come out of that.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I don't remember Fume Hood being this kind of like, I don't know, a little bit
Oh.
of a favorite character, but like
Oh yeah.
every time Fume Hood has
great.
shown up since the beginning, I'm like, oh, you know what? Kind of cool.
She's
Yeah.
been
I
really
dig it.
great. I've enjoyed the new insights we get into her character because we first meet her at the beginning, but it was fun to see her pop up again in like Ashley's interlude chapters, and
Mhm.
here she is again, and then again later, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Be my
right.
posse.
8.3?
8.3.
Yeah, let's do it.
Victoria visits and cleans the old headquarters, discusses the effects of powers with Tristan. Breakthrough then visits Rain and Ashley and begin their investigation.
Mm.
So, kind of I'll be honest, I don't really recall much of her conversation with Tristan here.
Neither
I'm
do
trying to
I.
remember what it was about. I
So
remember in the
she
moment thinking it was kind of interesting, but
Yeah, I mean, I remember she shows up to clean, and then he gets there, and he's like, "Oh, you did it already," and she's like, "Yeah," and then they chat about. God, I really don't remember.
They talk about the like thrill of like being a kid, going to parties, and feeling like,
yeah.
tonight might be the best night or the worst night, and that he like thrives in those moments.
That's right. Yeah.
That like
yeah.
he's having a tough, kind of talk about how it's hard for him to live life, and um having trouble with that, and then but that it's
Right.
he doesn't need checking up on, like, the kids do, and he's glad that somebody's doing that. Victoria did go to Chris's place to check up on him, and did go to dinner with Kenzie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He we've had questions about that, where we're like, oh, should should she have gone and to check on Chris? And it seems to at least be from Tristan's point of view. Yeah, I think that was a good idea to go check on him. I'm glad you did that.
Mhm.
Because she's at this weird place where she's not quite a team captain, but she's more involved than she's like a player coach kind of.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
just because she's got the experience and she does want to be involved. So she's a weird player coach that does a lot of things, but says like, hey, technically Tristan is kind of our team face. So, I'll let you take the reins on this. And yeah.
Yeah. It does seem like, though, Victoria does have a hard time letting Tristan be the leader. I think whether or not she's willing to
Yeah.
admit it to herself, she does kind of want to take that role.
I think so too. I don't think she should,
Mm-mm.
but I think she's just used to stepping into such a main role. Like, she knows so much information about capes. Like, she has so much of an asset that it makes sense for her to step in as a tactical leadership role, but I can't say I approve of that
Mhm.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is one, like you were talking about, a tactical leader. It is when Taylor steps into the Chicago team, Taylor does the same thing that she did with, I mean, this is thematic also, but the same thing that she did with the Undersiders, where she came into the Undersiders. Technically, Gru was leader for all the good that did. Lisa was really the leader, if you asked me.
Yeah.
But, like, Gru was the face, the tactical leader, if you will, and
Mm.
Taylor subsumes him like so
So
hard.
fast.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
goes to Chicago and she does the same thing basically, where she shows up, she gets dropped immediately into the Behemoth arc and is like, shows up and they're like, oh my gosh. She's like, you ever fought an Endbringer before? I have.
Yeah.
I've got
exactly.
by far the most experience doing really hard shit. And everybody's like, we default to you in these matters,
Mm. Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
you just showed up.
Yeah. Victoria does give kind of those former cheer captain vibes where it's like, oh no, I'm not really the leader, but also here's how you should do things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So,
Bernard
Yeah.
asks, how do you think Byron would feel if Tristan became full leader?
Oh, I didn't even
Um,
think about that.
Yeah.
mm,
I think it's good that there's technically no true team captain. I do think that Vicky provides a lot of the tactical expertise and leadership when it comes to making contacts. Like, she sets up
Mhm.
the deals, and Tristan is the one that
Yeah.
she makes shake hands with the other person. And
Right.
then, because he's a good face, but I feel like Sveta and Ashley and Tristan were leading the ship.
Mhm.
Tristan's just that more outgoing personality, but Sveta would essentially pump the brakes if they needed to, and Ashley would pump the gas if they needed to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I see
Um,
that.
and Tristan is essentially steering.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and of course the natural issue with Tristan taking too big of a leadership role is that he shares his time with another person. So then that would either mean taking on more during his time and not really getting a break, or taking
Right.
more of Byron's time, which Byron wouldn't be happy with, I don't think.
No.
yeah, I don't even
he
think
wouldn't.
that. I also think Byron and Tristan, their relationship. I think Byron would also just kind of be up. It would annoy him to Tristan to become this leader and be doing all this
Yeah.
stuff. Like, not even if it didn't eat into time, to see Tristan be doing that would kind of be annoying to him.
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
Then they head to the
and they
head
head
to
to
the
the
prison.
prison. The
Mm-hmm.
prison, which is, in my understanding, right, is sort of between worlds. It's like in between two portals or something.
It's
Or
you
It's
have to
like
take
on
two
their
sets of
world, but
portals to get there
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
as well.
It's like far, and it's like 20 minutes from each portal. So it's like you have to go through the portal, travel 20 minutes, and go through another portal, and then travel
Yeah.
another 20 minutes. So it's a
Right.
hassle to get
Right.
2.
Hassle to
And
get there.
they were even like, there's like basically no security or walls because
Yeah.
it's just in the middle of miles of nowhere.
Right.
So there's
And they
nowhere for
all have
anyone to go.
bombs strapped to their legs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's like apartment complexes and
Yeah.
Mhm.
the yard.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's like designated areas, but yeah, like
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty.
no, I
It's,
feel
it's
like
an
they
open
have
air
walls.
prison. It's an open air prison.
Do
Yeah.
they not, or was that
Free
just
range
to go
prison.
through the portal?
It was, I mean, it
Free
might have
range
just been Victoria sort of exaggerating the lack of like formal
I think it's
prison
more.
fencing.
Yeah, there's not. I think it's more also too, right? The concept of you have a bunch of supervillains here, so if, like, I imagine, like maybe it's not they have no walls, but it's really just like a chain link fence. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
It's
and
more to
like,
understand. Here's where the boundaries are.
here's
We'll
the
blow you up
boundary.
if you
Yeah,
try to cross the line.
exactly. It's because the reality is they're like any number of people here could just fly,
Yeah.
teleport, speed run, like do anything to
Right.
get out of here.
Yeah. A
Um,
lot of them probably could bop out of the little leg thing too, depending. So they're
Right.
probably
Probably.
yeah.
For
Somebody
sure,
a
right?
friend said that there is walls.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Either way, still the concept of a wall and most parahumans is like it's a moot point, you know.
Yeah.
This does
Bernard
start.
pointed out that someone predicted that I don't know who, but somebody predicted that Rain and Swansong wouldn't be imprisoned. I do vaguely remember this, but I guess they were wrong.
Whoever that was, you were wrong, and if it was me, then I wasn't wrong. I never said that.
Yeah.
Can't prove
It was
it.
actually Nick's stranger power. He makes you
Yeah.
think that he said something wrong when in fact he never
Exactly.
did.
He never did
Really, you're
say
just
anything
Just
susceptible
call
to his
me-
powers.
Just call me Gaslight, and I'll...
Yes, perfect power. Character's already getting written.
That's great.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
This little section does start my first favorite Chris quote of the first 7 chapters.
Bring it.
Ah, yes.
I can turn into a monster that's 90% mouth. I could do it now. It's great.
I've
I
met this
do it
people.
now.
He's trying to
Yeah.
justify like why he shouldn't have to turn out his pockets to the security.
Right?
He's like, listen, and he's got a point.
I mean, he's not wrong, yeah. Especially with the form we end up seeing later, like, oof.
Yeah.
Chris, I
Well,
don't care. Just put the goddamn thing. Empty your goddamn pockets.
We
We all have to
wallet
go
in
through the
the
TSA
bucket.
check line. I don't care about your philosophical reasons. I don't care if the TSA is fucking useless. Just empty your goddamn pockets. Put your shoes in the fucking bin.
Yeah, I will say this had me be like, I've liked Chris for the most part. Like, absolutely some problematic stuff, and like definitely think is gonna be more trouble along the line. But this was the moment where I was just like, oh my god, your juvenileness is showing. Like your kid. Oh, why do I have to empty my
But-
pockets? Like, shut up and empty your goddamn pockets.
We do learn that there's more to this
Yeah, I
scene,
know.
though.
I know.
But you're not wrong.
Which I do
Ugh.
feel like justifies a lot of his shittiness
a
here.
little bit, yeah.
Like
for
if at the
sure.
end of that, like he was just being a dickhead, then like, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Mhm.
was.
Still. But the
But
thing is,
also-
he behaves like that all the time. So it's like,
it's the role he falls into naturally, so it wasn't hard
So
for him to pretend for
naturally,
Kinsey's
like-
sake.
ugh.
He would have said at least one thing, whether or not Kinsey had put him up to it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
But
yeah.
we get a cool little conversation with the prison duo.
hmm
I really want more. I want an interlude with Ashley and actual damsel or prime whatever we're calling her.
Damsel the
Damsel.
third.
We could call her damsel, and we've got
Yeah.
Swan Song.
Yeah.
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 Ashley Scissorfingers.
Yeah. Because they keep just kind of bringing it up a lot that she's there and present.
hmm
Okay.
and that they
Also,
interact.
I know this is gonna be weird, but there's always been the like, what if you had a clone? Would you bang him? And everybody jokes and
Did we
whatnot.
not
I'm gonna
talk
be
about this
honest.
already?
Okay, but hold on. Hear me out. Do you feel that like the Slashly, thank you, Fran. Do you
Oh,
feel like
God.
the Slashly ones is like the one time you see that and you go, yeah, they would.
They would, yes. Absolutely.
Mm.
Which I'll be honest, later, maybe it's just my mind, but later when she's like, I have a video to show you guys, but the kids can't watch, I'm like, I'm sorry, how did you interrogate Monocaros? And like,
I was wondering
Is
something
that
very
what
similar. I was like, how did this go?
We'll get into
'Cause
that pronunciation
into that
later.
later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please, can we come back to that?
no,
in a
no,
minute?
that was just one of my many takes on how to
That's it.
pronounce that name.
I know. I went through about 3 or 4 different iterations trying to figure that out.
No, I'll have a
it's
different
like
one
trying to
later.
pronounce Mononoke.
Mononoke.
Yeah, Princess
Yeah.
Mononoke.
Mononoke.
Yeah.
Mononoke. Yeah.
But yeah, interesting little prison thing, and they kind of talk about how we need to investigate. There's stuff going on in the prison. We think something's happening. Yada yada.
And Crystal Clear is there.
Crystal Clear is there.
Yep,
Yeah, that's an
Crystal Clear is
8.4,
there.
which I can read real quick because I feel like it's related.
Oh yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So 8.4, there's a discussion of life in the prison. We see Monocaros for the first time in 8.4 as well. Kinsey, though, hacked the prison and smuggled in Tinker Tech cameras. They discover Goddess is interested in the prison, and Crystal Clear is undercover there. So,
Yeah, interesting stuff.
Also,
Not
as
gonna
Not So
lie.
Certain pointed out, both Slashly and Ashley are both tops, so it wouldn't work.
Hmm.
Mm,
True.
we've discussed the sexual dynamics there. I agree. There's I don't know if it's a top situation so much
Not
as
as
a
fun when you're both
dom
top.
situation,
That's so
mm,
funny.
Oh.
mm.
or even maybe not even that. Maybe like a strong pillow princess vibe. But we've talked about the control aspect, so But once
Mhm,
again, like the eye thing, like there's only one person they would trust to do it. So
there you go.
anyway, back to our
I did not
surveillance.
pick up at all that Crystal Clear was like there as a
I didn't actually
undercover?
pick up that he was undercover either.
I also
Not
did
at
not pick up
all.
that at all. I feel
Not at
like
all.
that was a spoiler in the
that
summary.
might have been a spoiler in the summary. Well, mostly because
Damn.
I guess the main hint is that they're like, wait,
Well, he's
Crystal Clear's a
there.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're like,
and they don't
Crystal
know
Clear's a
why.
hero, and we're like, why would he
Yeah.
be in prison? It's
Because
weird.
Okay.
they're
They
talking
do
about it, and Rain's
yeah, they
like,
do
I haven't
say
seen him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
you're
when Ashley talks about like, well, I've seen him, but I haven't talked to him, and they're like, well, Rain, why don't you go talk to him? And he's like, why is it me? Like, why doesn't Ashley go talk to him? And but it's very, they don't know why he's there. They can't figure out what happened, and he's like avoiding some people. And I think in a later chapter when we talk to Rain again, he says something similar where he's like, yeah, Crystal Clear doesn't want to talk to me. Like, he didn't believe me when I said I knew you.
Yeah. He's very cagey, it seems like.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I guess that makes sense, but I definitely that's got to be like a spoiler in the summaries because I did not pick up on that at all.
Yeah.
No, because like in my head, and I remember, like, I knew that what the story is, but in my head, if we were going to explain why he's there, the answer is he's very prone, from his backstory that we've seen, that he's very prone to not understanding kind of what's going on. Like, that was
he's
his
very,
trigger
like-
event, that he didn't see the fact that he had been kidnapped for his whole life, even though it was very obvious that that wasn't his mother. And so people like blamed him, like, why didn't you even know that you were kidnapped? That he could have been working for the Fallen, like with the whole portal blowing up thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, let
Yeah.
them through. And when they ask him why, he goes, oh, well, like, this guy that I've known told me to. And they're like, and you just went with it? And he's like, I mean, he wasn't like giving me any danger vibes. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, dumbass, he was fallen. He's like, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Actually, though.
I guess it's not explicitly stated, but it didn't really make sense for him to be there otherwise.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I feel like
I
he would have been a Rain
I was like,
situation.
"Huh,
Where
he's
like,
there."
oh yeah, I
Whatever.
fucked up. I go to super prison. He's very
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
with the flow. He has a good heart, and but also can be led astray. So like, oh, I messed up. I need to go to prison. Or like, you
Yeah.
don't have to, bud. And he's like, no, I should. Like,
Right.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
so
Well, but Kinsey sneaking in the Tinker Tech, trying to get an eye on
Genius.
things.
Genius.
Kenzie.
And everybody else is like, "Whoa, hey, no," but good
But
one.
also, it's really handy.
yeah.
Like,
Once
she's like,
again,
"Oh,
a
it
great
wasn't that
example
bad."
of she put it in we have the example of the Maggie Holt series, which as we've said before is mentioned in a couple other series, but is a character in Pact.
Meh.
A lot of the, each series essentially treats the other worlds that Wildbow writes as franchises of some kind in their
Right.
respective universes.
That's funny.
So I want to say there's the superhero universe is mentioned, or at the very least, some of Twig's books are mentioned in Pact as well. And we know that's also been the case for Ward and Worm. What else were we talking about? Let's see, we did that. We talked about Crystal Clear. Um, oh,
That's about it.
oh, no. We've said that Crystal Clear is there, that he is undercover. He did say something like that. That
Did he?
I don't think he did. I want to say that the communications that they intercepted, I'll have to go back and read because I took a note of it here to explain it. Specifically, I wrote down that he is undercover, that somebody recruited him to infiltrate the prison to be there when Goddess showed up. And we don't say who it is.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so we assume he could be for the good guys, but we don't know.
Any guesses?
Right.
Gotcha.
I mean, he was with that watch team before, working for the PRT-ish people. So
Ish. Yeah.
my assumption
Ish.
would be he's working for them, but we do know that with Goddess, we have some other characters who are interested in those things as well, like Gary as well. Could be Gary. Gary could have hired him.
Gary
Right? That's his
Nieves.
name, Gary Nieves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, Gary. How did I forget about Gary already?
Yeah, don't forget about Gary.
That would be interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Mm.
Curious. We'll watch his career with great interest.
Exactly.
That does not count as a movie
you,
reference for
Steve.
bingo. By
I
the
was
way, in
gonna
case
say,
this
are
is
you
the-
sure?
Kind of a movie. That's kind of a movie
I feel like that
reference.
should count.
No. That's just a quote.
Quoth Sheev Palpatine.
Quotes, not movie references. Okay.
Also, I did forget 8.4 does have my only other Chris line that I noted from this section,
Let's go.
which I'll set it up and then read it. Let me get this straight, Tristan said. You hacked a secure facility using a virus? Vector of attack, Kenzie said. Yes. Chris feigns being an asshole to buy time to hack in. I didn't feign, thank you, Chris said. That's great.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. Boxes, man. You gotta watch out for the small ones.
Oof.
They'll box you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, 8.5.
L5.
And
Alrighty.
Fran to the one where they mentioned conquest. I don't think so. I don't think we've mentioned that yet. We're getting to all of that, I assume, in the next part of the arc. But let's go to 8.5.
8.5. Sveta talks about her relationship with Weld. She, Antares, and Capricorn help some advanced guard fight trial and error at Mayday's request, and Prancer has made a return. Yeah. It's just what do they have in the trucks? It's wheat, milk, and cum. Is that what he says?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
No.
grass,
Like that.
milk, and
No.
cum.
What is
Which-
it?
I think grass, milk, and cum.
Yeah, something like that.
No.
essentially
No.
stuff that-
It's
Are there cows?
it's
Cows in one?
No, it's cow. It's
It's-
specifically to repopulate the cow population.
Yeah, no, I
right.
know
The
that.
cum
I
is
remember
for
that.
that part, but there's cocks is one of them. Because there's a
Is
joke
it?
made about the cocks, and they're like, it's hens actually. And
Oh,
Oh,
is
you're
it chickens?
right.
It might be chickens. Yeah.
Chickens, milk, and cum. Maybe.
Is it
Anyway,
chickens, milk, and
to,
cum?
to go back while we look
It's
that up.
Milk.
pigs, chickens, and cum.
There we go.
Pigs,
Yeah.
Thank
pigs,
you.
chickens, and cum.
To
Thank you.
back up a little bit on this, because we
Delightful. How many
we
times
just
can we say
passed right over. Nick, how do you pronounce the child killer's name again?
Oh, yes.
Antares?
that? No,
child
Antares is-
killer
Taylor?
that isn't
Victoria.
Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah.
The child killer that isn't Taylor.
The one that literally takes control of.
The M name.
Mono
right?
Karos.
Oh, Monocaros, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not right.
Is
It
that
would
how
be-
everybody
What is
everybody
what
pronounces
is
No, it'd be a.
I pronounce
I
it
pronounce-
Monocaros.
Monocaros. Is
that's how I
imagine it
pronounce
would
it.
be.
I don't know
Monocaros
if that's
is how it should
correct.
be.
Oh.
So
I always
it's
say Monocaros.
Monocaros. It's a fancy way of saying unicorn. If you didn't catch that from
Boo.
8.7.
Boo!
Yeah, it's real dumb.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I like to say Monocaros though because it's funnier.
It's way better.
Yeah. I assume they gave her like she's essentially the what is it, Dr. Zoom to Flash when it comes to the unicorn type characters because she's Unicorn 4 and she was a hero too, which is even more disturbing.
Loose term.
No,
it
no,
sounded
she was
like from
on a
her.
hero team and
Was
was a
she really?
serial killer. That's how
But
she.
It said she started.
I thought
a
she was
hero
just pretending to
hero-
be a hero. Like she was starting a pretend hero team.
Ashley
that
says
it
it
wasn't.
later. She says something
Yeah, it's
about either you started
more
a
an
hero team to
8.7.
lure in people, or she says you. I think it's like she
Yeah,
pretended
I'll
to
look
be
it up
part
so
of
we
a
don't
hero
spoil
team.
anything, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, please do.
She says it in the. Oh,
she was she was a successful member of the sponsored hero team Goldenrod, receiving multiple
Oh, wow.
sponsorship.
Wait.
She was number
wasn't-
23 in the American Cape popularity rankings and number 6 on an early 2010 online parahumans vote for non.
wait, this is
Goldenrod
outside
Vincent
information.
and
Though.
Worm?
This
This
is
is all
Yeah.
way out of thing.
Is
But yeah,
Goldenrod
No,
the
no,
the,
no.
the goldenrod
Right.
thing is straight from this
Hold on,
chapter.
I'll find it. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
The
find
Is
it.
goldenrod
Goldenrod
is
from
from
the
this
chapter?
chapter.
Okay.
That I remember.
Mhm.
But yeah, she was a serial killer operating within a hero team.
Damn.
That sucks. Quack.
Also, I just have to point out because now I was looking up pronunciations. So it's based off the word, but it's spelled differently. It's spelled with a C, and it's where we get the word rhinoceros.
Mhm.
So it's monoceros is the way you'd pronounce it. And I'm
Monoceros.
guessing he made it a K so that people wouldn't pronounce it monoceros,
Monocaros. Yeah,
I like
Monocaros.
that.
which is
Monocaros
also what
is
I would
so
do.
funny, though. Yeah.
Which my thought was like, and obviously I'm just bullshitting names here, but like Karos for like, is it
Horn.
keratin that like is what
Yeah,
makes up the
basically.
horn?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like monokeros,
What's where we
at
get the
least-
word keratin from, I believe.
yeah, is what horns are made of. So like, it would make sense to pronounce it like Karos,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but not pronounce it like that.
Either
Uh,
way, Wild Bow strikes again,
Yeah.
and we
Yep.
have fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good time.
all right.
Yeah, it is literally a fancy way of saying unicorn though, which is funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, 8.5 though, we get this sort of like Sveta talking to Victoria about like, hey, I've got boy problems. Which was
Mhm.
I don't know. It's a funny. It's so interesting, right? Because on one hand, it's like you want to treat Sveta and Weld's relationship and like, oh, they're just a couple trying to deal with normal relationship problems, which they kind of are. Weld is out fighting. He's stressed. And she's at home trying to, do nice things for him. The issue is they're both such unique biologies that she can't do the thing. Like, you would think, like, oh, what would be nice? Like, if you've had a really stressful day at work, what could be nice? Oh, well, you have a nice homemade meal when you come home, And she's like, I want to do that, but he can't eat anything.
He can't
Like,
taste anything.
yeah. Yeah.
I think at one point in time they mentioned that the only way to get him to taste something is if it's like really
Super
strong,
spicy.
whether it's really terrible, like, or extremely
Yeah.
spicy. Like that's
Well,
the
doesn't
only
he
way
tell
can taste
Victoria
something.
like it's nice that she tries, but she really doesn't have to. And if you ever get the
Yeah.
chance to
Yeah.
tell her to not worry about it, please.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's that feeling of like
Yeah.
wanting to be normal, like wanting to have
Yeah,
some sort sense of
of course.
normalcy, and like you can't because it's just not. You're not gonna
Yeah,
have
it's
normal with the two of you, and like.
they're pretending to be humans like other people are, but in their
But I
own
mean,
with their
I
own
think the
struggles.
moment that she can, I think the moment that she can like move past that is gonna be a good moment because like
Mhm.
don't try to be something you're not. Like just you and Weld have a very unique relationship, and don't worry that it doesn't meet the expectations that you think it should meet of what a relationship should look like because you guys have a very different relationship, and that is okay. Find what
Yeah.
works for you.
Hmm.
Also, I did find that section of the way. By the way, it's later,
Yep.
but I'll just read it now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ashley says, and your victims, you pretended to set up a hero team and baited young heroes and heroines in only to kill them.
Yes.
Was
This
she
is
the
after
leader of Goldenrod?
No, she's not the leader of Goldenrod.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She does
Or is that more recent?
leave
That's
Golden.
post Cold Morning that she did that.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Post Cold Morning, maybe.
Damn.
Maybe she. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Goldenrod is mentioned in one of these chapters,
Okay.
talking about her. It might
Interesting.
be when they refer to like that she's Unicorn the Fourth,
Yeah.
and then
Is it?
from
It's an
there,
inherited
Moniker.
power, kind of like Butcher. It
No,
sounds
no,
like.
no, no.
No?
Just
Okay.
Yeah, I
she
didn't
got
understand the fourth.
she got permission from Unicorn 3 to use the name.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so we meet Trial and Error, who
Yeah.
okay, Trial, I don't
Whoa,
understand
so
why
fun.
Trial's name is Trial.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Because
Other
it
than
it literally
They
they
needed
say
a team.
it doesn't work other
Yeah,
than just
okay, yeah,
trial to
yeah.
deal with maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
so.
Error, though, is very
Error's
interesting power.
Very interesting.
I like.
Um,
Yeah.
basically sort of like probability influence in a way, which is really interesting. Of like, if I
Not
focus
just
on you, you will critical fail whatever you're trying to do. Like, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
Because they're like trying to figure out exactly how it works too. Because they're like, I think it's also maybe like the way it affects you to get you to do that thing is maybe perception wise also.
Perception, yeah.
That like
Mhm.
Something
everybody's not
visual.
exactly where they are. Stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the fact that like you essentially are going to crit fail no matter what you do, and probably crit fail near her as well, or yeah, oof.
Oh man, that.
Crit
But
fail
I'm
enough that you're gonna
filing.
attack your fellow people too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely filing that away for future D&D sessions as a boss fight. Of
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh.
It's an incredibly simple
For playing
character, like a
GT,
level 5 character. They can't
Mhm.
do a whole lot, but you can only crit fail against them.
Yep.
Well, it's like I mean, yeah, it's not to get on a D&D tangent, but it's I think one of the hardest enemies is the Rakshasa, which is just a simple enemy, but it's immune to like any damage below 6th level magic. Like and
Wow.
piercing, all that
Jeez.
kind of stuff. Same idea. So just like
Woof.
super annoying to deal with. Can't really kill you unless they get up super close or something like that. But
Yeah.
Like the idea
I-
would be you drop a building, like get them isolated and drop a building on them with the hope that like there's no way the
Jeez.
probability can deflect a building getting dropped on them.
yeah,
Basically, yeah. Which is I love a good team fight in D&D. One of my favorite bosses I came up with you guys when I was doing it was the giant barbarian and the sniper in the tower, where it's
Ooh,
just
yeah.
you're trying to deal with a barbarian right in front of you, but meanwhile somebody up above is hiding, shooting at you. It is just this it fights like
Exactly.
that, like with this trial and error fight, it creates this interesting push-pull dynamic where you can't get too close to trial, or he will hit you or make you hit, or error will make you hit somebody else, and it's this really interesting push-pull fight, which I really like. Um, although they get desperate and they're like, we're gonna threaten the civilians if you don't, and it's like, all right, no, now you
Boo.
lost your head, boo.
Stupid
But
move.
Party
we
poopers.
find out they were hired by Prancer, so he's still a
Fucking
rank
What a
Prancer.
dick. What
I-
a
Poor
fucking
Prancer.
Okay, here's
dick.
the thing. I really want to like Prancer, and then this kind of shit happens. And I'm
don't.
like, motherfucker, what are you doing?
Like, it
I
just
don't
makes
care
me think
about
worse
Prancer,
of
but
Moose.
Moose,
That he's
I
like
Yeah, I
hanging
love
out with this
Moose.
dickhead.
yeah,
Moose, Prancer, and Velvet.
man,
Everyone's favorite little
yeah.
triad.
Like,
Yeah, I
Moose
like
could do
it.
so much better.
They
Yeah,
are
that's
ranked
true.
that way too, right? Like it's Moose way up here, and then Velvet and Prancer in that order,
Yeah.
With a big gap.
with a very large gap between Moose and Velvet.
Much like the age gap, Prancer was messing with
between
earlier.
Prancer.
Oh, I forgot
No.
about that. God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Prancer's a creep. Prancer's a
Ah,
Never
so
forget.
creepy.
creep. He is unfortunately the guy who thought that he didn't leave high school after he'd already graduated college. Um, you know
Let's
those
move.
guys.
Yeah, well, we can
Those-
move on.
Yeah,
It's
I
we're,
do. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Uh,
8.6.
Yeah.
Oh wait, before we do that though, Advanced Guard. We have some people there like Sprite. We get to see him again, which I like.
Love
I like his
Sprite.
power set.
Yep.
Love Sprite.
hmm,
On the
Yay,
other hand, though,
Sprite.
we have who's the person who hates Victoria? Who's that guy?
Shortcut.
The shortcut.
Yeah, shortcut.
Shortcut. He's like, no, we
Do you
got
think-
this. We don't need your help.
Do you
Like,
think
all
I
right,
don't need
dude.
Shortcut
you.
alludes to anything about him? Like, perhaps he is both circumcised and,
What?
and teeny.
so, he got
Yes.
bullied, and that was his trigger event, was getting the fuck out of the bullying, because they
Oh
would
my
chant,
God.
shortcut, shortcut.
No.
Or just a botched circumcision.
That's what
That's
I
what
was
I was
guessing. It was
thinking.
just,
Yikes!
ooh, the
No.
botched circumcision was the thing.
Was
I was
the
thinking that him
yeah.
getting bullied for the botched circumcision.
Oh, I
was
see.
the-
Yeah.
'cause his ability is to like dodge and run away.
Yeah.
God. Wow. What a time.
Gotta ask
What a
Wild
God.
Bo.
He deserves every bit of that.
That'll be our first
Anyway.
question we ask
Well,
Wild
we
Bo.
don't.
I'm sure.
We don't need to ask Wild. Like we said, thanks Wild Bo for the characters in the
Well,
story. We'll take it
okay,
from
this
here.
is important because as one of our people in chat was pointing out, that Scion is one of the only people to be confirmed absolutely hung, because fans were bothering Wild Bo so much about, was it distracting when he showed up and was flying through Antarctica or whatever?
Yeah.
What it looked
Yeah,
like, and I
I
guess
remember
he
thinking about
answered.
that.
So
Yeah, gotta be, yeah.
he's
Makes
got
sense.
answers.
Yeah.
I want to
He
know.
knows.
That's
Why
what
is
I
He's
think.
Shortcut
got the
called
file.
Shortcut?
The file is there somewhere in his hard drive.
It's
We
written
just gotta
down.
find
I
it.
know him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
like,
remember
what's that
talking about
character's
that. We
favorite
talked
drink?
about like
What's their Myers-Briggs? How big is their dick?
yeah.
I like to think that their threat level is inversely proportional to their dick size.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna say it now. Arms Master, like 5 inches, but incredibly insecure about it.
Now here's the thing: if we know anything about
Defiance,
Arms Master's power,
cybernetic, and he is
Yeah.
not worried at all.
yeah.
I was gonna say if we know anything about Defiant, it's that we know that he can pack a lot into a tiny space.
Right? And I think
Oh.
he's
Mm.
learned to live
Yeah.
with that. Like, if
Yeah.
anything, he probably like
Jenna,
chopped
how
it
do you
off
feel
and
about that
replaced. He's like, look,
conversation?
I've got a tool I could add if I need to, but I don't need to because I'm
She's
secure in who I am
gonna
now.
leave.
Hannah, don't run away from this like you're not interested in it. You're gonna go look up pictures?
She's gonna go
No,
call
I'm gonna
Wild.
go to bed. Y'all.
I'm asking the important questions.
And then you know what? Look, I do
Imp
appreciate
would have
it.
asked these questions, but
And
she's not
God
here
bless
right
him.
now.
Alan playing the role of imp tonight. Yeah. Well, 8.6.
8.6.
8.6. Tress, Cap, and Antares gather a team of nearby heroes to capture Trial Error and the collateral criminals. Breakthrough tries to replace the jurisdiction setup. So this part it's funny to me because like the meeting of all the heroes at the beginning didn't feel as fun or interesting as this meeting, and I think that's maybe intentional. Like that one's like, okay, big high level stuff, we got to save the world. 8.6 though I liked because it was like, hey guys, we got a couple of dickheads in trucks and we got to catch them. Y'all want to join in?
Let's go fuck them up.
Mhm.
And the amount of heroes who are just like, hell yeah, let's go.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Brings me back.
We need to have some road justice.
Yep. It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is funny to me that like so much of their focus is on like jurisdiction and the rules, and that there has to be said like, hey, these fuckers went after random citizens on the street, like we're gonna take them out. Who cares about jurisdiction anymore? It feels for Capes being so like weirdly one-off, like you can kind of do your own thing, start your own group, be part of a bigger group, or be a rogue or whatever. There feels like there's so many weird rules about things, which like we know about already, like the gun thing, but like I don't know, it was weird to think about jurisdiction, like, oh, reminder guys, don't worry about jurisdiction this time. Like, okay.
Well, and that's kind of Victoria's whole point, right? Is she's like, look, we don't need to worry so much about jurisdiction. And if you guys are cool with it, let's just stop crime and not care who gets credit for it. Let's just do it.
Exactly.
Which I really appreciate.
It's weird to think about that. Because, like, it makes sense if you think about, like, oh, yeah, politicians aren't just politicians to, like, help the country. Like, they have strategy and they have rules and they have things in place that you do and you don't do, and you don't step on this person's toes and you don't do this and you don't do that. But like to the normal person, you would think like, yeah, your job as a politician is to like get shit done so that you represent us, therefore to the government, right? And it's like, exactly. No, of course not. There's a whole agenda happening. Like, why wouldn't there be also with Capes? Like, I don't know. I'm constantly surprised at how much I think I just disconnect in this world a lot more, in Ward, a lot more than Worm. That I'm just constantly like, oh yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. In a weird sort of way, splitting up Brockton Bay into criminal territories made more sense to me than like hero territory.
So much more sense.
In the sense of
feel
like I get the idea of like, oh, this is your area, like, you maintain this area, we'll maintain this one. But the idea of them being like, no, we're not going to help out with that crime because it's your jurisdiction. Or like, hey, don't help us because this is our area. Like, no, that's stupid.
Right.
You guys are on the same side.
So
I feel like that's the one advantage the good guys have is that they're supposed to work together.
Yeah.
They go by like old school, like, state borders.
Exactly.
They need Amber Alerts for criminals now, I guess.
So dumb.
Yeah. Gold alerts, maybe.
alerts. I like that.
But yeah, no, I think part of it though is that is an old way of thinking when the world made sense, and because Megalopolis is a world that doesn't make sense, Victoria's like, no, we're not going to go back to the way things used to be. We just need to move forward and not care anymore. And I think that's, it only took 8 arcs, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
But almost no time in world, we learned today.
Apparently,
that's true.
This happened in like 2 days.
This is one of those times where it just, oh my gosh, it feels like it moved so fast. Even though I was like, how quickly did you get these guys out here?
Yeah, right. Like, how quickly did these people show up? It feels like they call them
so fast.
Because you think about it, right? They're like, okay, Trial and Error are actively driving these trucks as fast down the road as they can. I'm going to take 30 minutes to call a bunch of people.
Right. And not only that, she talks about when they all arrive, some of them are on motorcycles, some of them are running. Like, Megalopolis is fucking huge. What if you were just
Yeah.
on the other side of the city?
Yeah.
And how are you all of a sudden here? Like, it would have taken like 2 to 3 hours for them all to mobilize, and the trucks have traveled like 4 blocks. Like,
Yeah.
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 the fuck?
So not only is time really just bad, like keeping track of time in this is bad, also space.
Yeah.
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 Space is hard. Yeah.
Two
Mhm.
other points to this. Number one, Chris called them. So what was
Yeah,
Chris's
Chris
pitch? Because
Yeah.
part 2 was
Oh,
Chris's
you know.
pitch. Hey, we've got some villains in this pocket world. Let's just say you could beat the shit out of them, no questions asked. And the heroes came running.
Yeah. They're like, oh hell yeah.
This wasn't like, hey guys, we're gonna have a meetup.
You wanna
Asshole
make
Chris
a
was
difference
like-
and punch an asshole?
Hey,
Come to
Yeah.
me.
how would you like to get in on a lynching? That's how Chris pitched it.
Yeah. I feel like he just
Poor
called
choice of
people
words,
up
but
and
yes.
went like, yeah, thank you. I feel like he called them up and went like, hey, bad guys being dickheads. You want to like step in and teach them a lesson? Go help Victoria. Meet her at this location. And then he hung
Wink,
up.
wink,
He
nod,
didn't even
nod.
wait for a response.
On the
And
other
He
Victoria's-
called all 300 people
Yeah,
on the
he
list.
called-
Yeah.
And Victoria, what is she known for? Beating up Nazis in back alleys, like to the point
True.
that they need to get fixed up. So people are like, Victoria Dallon's
there.
doing it. I know this is about to be some police brutality. Let's get in on this.
I could.
Oh.
On the other hand, I can see Chris following like a call center script where he's like,
Yeah.
"Hello, this is Cryptid
Yeah.
with Breakthrough. I'm calling on behalf of Antares. We've got
Yes.
some bad guys, and if you're in the area, we'd like your assistance. Please meet us at North Poplar Street in
love it.
approximately 15
Just-
minutes. Have a great day."
And then it just cuts off, and he's like, well, that's another fucking asshole to add to the list. I'm
Yeah.
not calling them
Yeah.
back.
That's fantastic.
I can see it. I can see Chris doing it either way.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Or maybe it's just a group call. He just calls them all at once on the circle
Yeah.
phone, just like lines up all the contacts. and-
Exactly.
Put them all into a Facebook group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yep.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Basically.
all right.
And I mean, yeah,
8.6.
the only way they beat trial and error is eventually they're like, they just kind of overwhelm error's power and get them to surrender. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Um,
but yeah.
8.6 does have my most hype moment. And I don't remember this at all the first time reading it, but very hype moment where, he's swinging, Trial is swinging Cleet around, who's just
Yes.
a ball of
Yeah.
spikes on the end of this
On
On a
chain.
chain.
And he's just swinging him around, and then like she's like counting 1, 2, and she's like, now the time, and she just steps in, and the wretch just like fucking full stops
Grabs
him.
him.
He
Yeah.
bounces off, and like it's so close, his spikes like hit, like poke through the wretch and like touch her and scratch the armor, but she doesn't budge. She just stands there, and the wretch just clunk and
Crunk.
grabs him out of midair. I'm like, holy fucking shit! That's some.
Yeah,
That's
big
some
anime
real-
energy right there.
Ooh.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because imagine she's just
Good.
there, arms crossed. The ball comes swinging, just dead stop.
Which
Love
Cleet gets
I
his bell
love-
wrong.
I do love Cleet solely because he reminds me, this is a vague reference, but there's a character in Dark Souls, Kirk, Knight of Thorns.
Yeah.
His whole thing, and if you get his armor set, it's hilarious, and there's some great videos out there. But basically,
Ooh.
his whole thing is he doesn't really wield a weapon. He just wears spiky armor, and he rolls into you to kill you.
Right.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
say one of my
it's fantastic.
favorite not one of my favorite, an interesting anime to watch is not Monogatari, Katana Gatari. Every episode is finding a different one of Masamune's legendary swords and figuring out how to defeat its wielder to get it. The
Hmm.
fourth sword, I think, is a pirate, and they go to fight, be like, where's the sword at? The sword is the armor that they're wearing. And it's exactly that thing where like they essentially can like, swing themselves and roll in the armor and cut people up. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, the sword is the armor. Gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah, anything else in 8.6?
Not in particular.
Not much. Fun little fight, but
8.7.
Got it.
Yeah, 8.7 to wrap things up. Teams across the city begin working together. Breakthrough continues its investigation. Ashley shows the team elders her conversation with Kiku, and Kinsey listens in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the conversation I thought was going to take a different turn than it did.
Yeah.
Because to me, I guess in Ashley's mind, she's thinking, I don't want Kinsey to hear, but I can't just leave Kinsey out. So I'm gonna say that it's for adult ears only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when she said that, I'm like, what kind of a conversation did you have here? And because she's like, no, it's embarrassing. I don't want you to see it, Kinsey. And I'm like, what is going on here? Maybe it's the fan fiction on the brain. I don't know. It's just
We did just kind of briefly skip over. That's not really a good way to
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in, but Cryptid does show up to the
I
fight.
was gonna.
right?
I was gonna.
Oh,
wonder
right.
if you were
Oh,
gonna
gosh,
bring it
yeah, we
up.
can't skip
Right.
over that.
Yeah,
We do need to
Uh,
talk about that.
it did.
Whatever that was.
So I have a new cryptid theory. I don't think it's true because I don't like diluting what's probably just an average thing and then making myself sad later. But I had a really lot of fun with this theory, which is so it still bugs me that Chris's power like sloshes off of him and takes things away from him. And there was an aspect of his form here that reminded me of someone. And so my big theory now is that Chris is a Nilbog clone who for some reason is not, for whatever reason, that has no desire to get back to Nilbog. But his powers and the fact that he's kind of falling apart is just very interesting to me. I don't think that's true, for the record.
Yeah.
But I'm having a lot of
It
fun with
sounds-
that thought.
I like
Well,
it.
we kind of get a bit of an insight with 8.7 as well, where he talks about how, like, he took on this form. I don't remember the name of this one, but
Yeah, I think he says it.
but when he shrinks back down to his normal form, we'll call it for now, pieces of those creatures that were inside of him don't totally leave him. He has to poop them out.
Yeah.
So my thinking is that whatever he's doing to his, like, that's probably why it's so bad for his body, is because anything that these forms create get put into his body somehow, right? Like maybe that's why he has to wear braces all the time, because every form like breaks his mouth open, and the
Yeah.
braces have to kind of hold it together. And like with that, like he filled himself up with these like little parasite babies, and
Very.
because
What is it? Not
yeah.
crawler.
very no
Spawner.
spawner, yeah,
Spawner coded.
spawner coated, a little bit of echidna vibes as well, a little bit of Nilbog, like you said too. Yeah, no, it's
like
pregnant.
it.
I get the fact that he's seemingly not protected by the Manton effect, that his power does chip away at him in some way is just very interesting.
Yeah. Beefaroni
want
said
more.
form was brooding anger, maybe. I don't remember if it was it brooding anger? There was another name he mentioned. Maybe it was brooding anger, but
Yeah.
brood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
I do like how they were
no.
like, Chris, no, don't.
Yeah, Chris, whatever you do not let those out. Not just because they're the creepiest fucking thing in the world and we don't want to see that, but also it probably could go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which
like, no,
is
they
so
would have
funny 'cause
listened to me. Probably.
probably, like latent intelligence thing.
It was like, what was the line Jacob, you probably wrote this down, but the line where he's like, this isn't for, this is for like, is it for kids? I would have had kids if you'd given me 5 more minutes.
Oh yeah. I didn't write that one down.
Something that parents need to deal with. I would have been one.
I would have been
You
a
stopped
parent.
me. And then at the point they're like, wow, he's a pretty creepy dude, and he's like, and they're like, what? You don't think you're creepy? Like you're a creepy dude? Oh, not the creepy part, the dude part.
The
Yeah.
Dude part.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they're like
Oh.
all like teaming. Okay, they're all like
Mhm.
teaming inside of him, but they're pointy. They've got like
they're trying to
Yeah.
poke
stabbies.
and
They're
crawl out.
sharp. Yeah.
You're sharp, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
blah.
Not great. Not
Mm.
great. No bueno, Chris.
No.
Put
I
it
don't know what
back.
you're doing.
Put it back, Chris.
Yeah.
Shove it
Put it
way
Checking
up
back
there,
where it
Chris.
came
Put it
from
back.
also help me.
If someone has some like non-spoilery fan art of that form, I
Brooding
would love
anger.
to see it.
Oh God. See, here the thing is that I don't need fan art. I can imagine it so perfectly in my head.
Mm.
It's horrifying.
I'm just
It's
imagining like
it's
he's
any
the magic school bus.
it's oh, oh my God. No. It's if you've
Not on the
well,
magic
well,
flash bus.
anytime being around a pregnant person when the kid is like kicking and like pushes a foot or a hand up against the belly and the belly like shifts and moves, that's creepy enough. And there's one sucker in there. I don't need like 30 with pointy claws and the skin is slightly translucent.
Yeah, I've seen Alien.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
I feel
That's
like,
just an alien.
yeah, no, I feel like there's a creature in something that it reminds me of, but I'd have to think about it.
There's
Like
nothing.
a
I see
boss
it so
fight or
clearly in
something.
my head.
Yeah. Oh
It,
yeah,
it makes
absolutely.
me wonder if it's like in a Doctor Who episode or something where there's like a creepy thing like that, like a creepy.
That would make sense.
I don't want to
Yeah.
say it. Flesh sack with
Yeah.
mutant aliens inside with pokies. Like I. Oh,
Just
man.
Ace Ventura coming out of the butt of the rhino in Pet Detective.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Woo!
Classic.
Oh, I
Hannah,
see.
we need to
found the
watch.
one.
We need to watch Alien together, and I want to watch you watch that.
Oh.
I would love to watch Alien. I was actually just
I've never
thinking
seen it
about
either.
how much I'd like to rewatch Alien. I was gonna rewatch the franchise on my own while I did some work the other day, and I was like,
So
nah, I
good.
should watch these with people.
It's really good.
We should, especially with Predator Badlands coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yes, oh my God.
Killers.
There's
I
so
also
many.
really want to see Prey again. That was so
I think
good.
Prey was really
I think
good.
unfortunately the only movie I've seen in either of those franchises is Prometheus.
Oh,
That is unfortunate.
We can rectify that. We can fix
It's
that.
so good.
We got
Movie
you.
night.
we'll fix that. We'll fix that.
I'll have to
Movie
fix that
night.
at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put the picture of. It doesn't even show the
Oh.
other part. It doesn't even show the alien bebes.
I'll
as
link it.
were. Wait, hold on.
Oh no.
No,
It
that
doesn't
might
show
not
the
even be
alien
it.
bebes.
Where's
Hold
he
on,
putting
there
it?
is an alien
Link
baby one
it.
that makes him look like the caterpillar. I thought this was it. Is
creepy.
this-
He's just
I'll have to look. There's a really
he's-
creepy one.
he's
that
got
looks
the
like a
body
snack.
of that caterpillar from A Bug's Life is all I'm imagining now.
Oh, I was gonna say the ones
Right.
from
the big floppy caterpillar.
the ones from oh shoot, Alice in Wonderland, the smoking the hookah, but he's just got the like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
pulled back mask
Mm.
face on it.
Fantastic.
Maybe.
Did you
I don't
blink
think
it
it's the
out?
right one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's the right one, but it looks like yeah, that's not the right one. Because the one
Great.
I'm looking at, because they don't have it. They have the mask, but like they don't have the like mouth pulled back, like
Okay.
they're supposed to.
All right. Well, join the
I
Patreon and you
feel.
can see it. Sorry, we'll have to link it later.
Yeah, we'll post it later.
I'm not gonna.
Patreon.
Like, y'all can look up his creepy ass forms and just typing
There you
Wow.
go.
Chris Ullman fan art. It's
All right.
terrible.
Fair enough.
Yep.
2 different rhino
Um,
mentions, by the way, we've had already.
You're welcome.
That was not so certain pointed that out.
Funny. But yeah, the only other thing I think we didn't mention is that we see the conversation with Monocaros, which we kind of talked about already with her posing as a hero, becoming a supervillain, or not a supervillain, a serial killer. And it seems like her main shtick is she wanted beautiful children to be part of her team. And so the reason why Ashley didn't want Kinsey to listen in is, of course, because she says, I saw that Kinsey had a
She's
blemish,
ugly.
which is interesting because that means, though, Monocaros can see through
through
Kinsey's
the-
illusion.
Yep.
So
Through the hair
how did
barrette.
she? Yeah, the hair beret wasn't working. Unless I don't think Kinsey ever mentioned not wearing that around people, right? Like she still has that on,
No.
we assume.
She's really self-conscious about it. She wears it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so somehow Monocaros
Manon and
knocked my
Kurokanisos.
knocked my rocks off.
Princess Mononokeros.
Right.
Could see Kinsey's scar, which was interesting. And then we see
Yeah.
again, of course, at the end, Kinsey was listening and she smiles.
And
We
smiling.
know is
Oh God, that one
a sign
hurt.
of stress.
That one hurt. Like you have things about yourself that like you don't like. And in your head you think to yourself that like, sure, I don't like these things about myself, but like maybe someone else will still like me because of these things. And you think like, well, no one else will care about this, right? And then to hear someone else be like, no, they're blemished, they're broken, I don't want
Yeah.
them. Like even from a creepy serial killer, like you don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Jeez, my girl has been through enough. Leave Kenzie alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It sucks.
Yeah. Also, her talk of like basically why she was doing everything was also super creepy. Did not like.
Super creepy. Like talking about the keeping them, like when people die, they say when you lose a loved one, they're still close, they're still in your heart. And you're like, oh no, I don't like where
Mm-mm.
this is going.
Mhm.
This is ew.
Yeah, it's
Creepy.
giving, not that I think she did, but it's giving like cannibal vibes of the whole like
That's what I was
ah,
thinking.
like they're like it's the joke or the meme where it's like, you feed somebody to a bunch of people and you're like, oh, so and so is a part of all of us now, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like that's the
No,
vibe she's
absolutely.
giving. It's like
Terrifying.
they're a part of me forever now. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
and the
you
fact
you
that
sewed
she
part of
like
their face onto your skin, didn't you?
the
Yeah,
fact that she does
you made a
torture
skin suit,
them
didn't you?
and makes them kind of like to some degree they're not ignoring the pain. The pain is there, but also she's making them like her
Yeah.
for doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's very reminiscent of that weird like emotional manipulation, head manipulation that Amy did to Victoria.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Once again,
it's
the whole like I
autonomy.
definitely feel. I was thinking about this while I was in between reading that like the big theme for Worm being essentially doing whatever it takes, almost destiny, fate being a big
Mm,
part of this, but also
mm,
no, the moral justifications and the choices you make along the way, like
right.
is it worth it, kind of, when it comes to the end of the world and the end of destiny and the end of fate, are your actions, how do they line up? And then for this, it's the complete opposite. It's it is autonomy instead. And we've gone on I've gone on rants about this before. But once again, we have just this constant dealing with autonomy, both bodily and mentally, over and over again, is kind of hammered home. And why I talk about Ward is a much more emotionally driven story, not just because we are seeing it through an emotion power person, but I
Yeah.
think that Wildbow just like had that wherewithal, and I know he did this with his other stories working up to this one. Just emotion literally plays a part on the battlefield,
Mm.
And in this case, it's not that she's just directly taking control of somebody; she's hitting Kenzie with this almost overwhelming admiration power to be like,
Mm.
"Hey, get over here." And yeah. And the person most susceptible to that would be, or not Ashley, Kenzie. Kenzie is not the person. I think one of our persons, Fran, mentioned that they should be worried. Kenzie's tendency to be obsessed with people would be so easy
Holy
to lead her to
moly.
becoming Monocaris'
Right.
victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
100%.
Ugh, creepy unicorn.
And the way
Mm.
that she describes, like, nobody talks about what happens after a unicorn. You meet a unicorn. It's always the process of meeting the unicorn. because that's the big important moment. And you don't walk away from that, but the unicorn essentially does. And there's a lot of other fun stuff about just unicorn
Oof.
in stories. If you want to go watch Overly Sarcastic Productions' detailed diatribe on The Last Unicorn, it's a
Ooh.
big talking point about that.
Oh, I bet that's lovely.
It's really good.
Reminder: need to rewatch The Last Unicorn
And read.
Mm.
and read.
Haven't seen The Last Unicorn either.
Oh,
But
it's fun. Well, it's
all I can think of.
fun.
Yeah. All I can think of though is the. I thought of Charlie the Unicorn, where it's
Oh,
it
very
ends with
different
them.
tale.
He wakes up and he's like, "Oh damn it, they stole my kidneys."
Yeah. You know what? So maybe not
oh,
that
that's
different.
some old. That's some.
Maybe not
That's
that
some
different.
2000s.
Yeah, that's some old
weirdness.
internet
Some
maybe.
old internet.
Going up to
Ooh.
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Candy
Candy
Mountain, joy and candy and
Okay.
sweetness.
Okay. All right. All right.
Magical help there on Charlie.
What,
We're losing viewers.
Michael, you don't like?
We're losing viewers.
I was gonna
Don't
say,
like
do we have any wrap? I think we've reached the end. Do we have any
Yeah.
wrap up
We have reached
questions?
the
Because
end.
this has been a shorter
That was
one.
fun.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for us.
Favorite powers? I mean, I feel like error is the obvious new one
Yeah.
in terms of
Error's
being
pretty
interesting.
cool.
It's
I'll
like
give
error-
an
you know what,
honorable
Air-
mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, honorable mention to Foxtrot with the weird kind of cool
Yeah.
teleportation
Right?
power,
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
like teleporting specifically to advantageous positions around a target.
And it
Like-
ramps up.
And it gets
That was
it gets
really cool.
stronger.
I like that.
Very neat.
I like the ramp
Yeah.
up.
It's yeah.
Yep.
In Error's power, I was thinking like one of my favorite abilities is the blissfully accomplishing things. It's the satisfying nature of just like all those satisfying to watch videos where the slides in the hole and
Ah.
goes down.
Yes.
There was a video a long time ago called The Perfect Day where it's just a guy doing things like that, where he like puts his keys on the railing, walks down the stairs, and the keys like fall into his back pocket. And it's just him doing like a minute of his day getting ready in the morning where everything goes perfect. Best example would be Domino in Deadpool 2, where everything just goes her way.
Mm.
I've always loved
Yeah.
that power. This is the inverse of that so much.
Yeah.
Not nearly as
Cool.
satisfying at all of a power, but holy shit, is it, good. Yeah. Big shout out to Error.
Like it.
Yeah. Unfortunate that you got paired up with a guy who just swings things good. But, we
probably
can always
changed
pick
his
our
name
partners.
to accompany you. but
Probably, yeah. If you have that good of a power, you need someone else to be like, ooh, I
Exactly.
got this. I'll be trial to your error. You're like, yeah, all
Yeah,
right, sure.
I love that Victoria was being super judgy about that. It was like trial, hate the fucking name, outfit, solid, good,
Yeah.
doesn't go
Oh,
with the name at
yeah.
all, but we don't ignore that. But error, just what the fuck is going on with your outfit? And then gets to the end of the paragraph and goes, oh wait, your power's about fucking up hard. Of course. You know what? That's on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was it who said, who was it who was like, oh, trial and error, great names. And she was like,
And judgy ass
Oh my
bitch.
gosh,
Okay.
we do get some shout outs for a couple of other hero groups that get mentioned as she's trying to contact people. She gets an email
yeah.
where everything's misspelled from the what are they
Major
called?
malfunctions.
Major
malfunction
malfunctions.
junction.
Who were
Jeez.
heroes for 6 years but did literally nothing.
Because they were in North
Nothing.
Dakota and nothing
They were
happens in North
kids.
Dakota.
They were kids in North Dakota and nothing
Trying
ever
to
happens
between
there.
3 towns because
On
they
the-
couldn't find any crime in any of them.
On the plus side, we finally discovered we've talked about where would you live to be safe in the Worm universe? North Dakota. That's
There we go.
I like to
where
think
you
that
would
they
need to
showed
be.
up to these gatherings, and they were like, "Where you guys been stationed?" Like, "Oh, we've been up in North Dakota." It's like, North Dakota. There's no crime
That's
in North Dakota, and they're like, "Exactly."
Exactly.
100%.
You're welcome.
You're
Perfect
welcome.
record.
Never lost a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say
Yeah.
the best safety is the one that never needs to get enacted.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
and it just
Uh,
gets worse because they dropped out of high school to become heroes, and so they can't
They
spell
did.
or write
Yeah.
well.
They're
And
just
the
bad at
uh,
everything.
oh my gosh. Like it makes me
the
wonder
people who
like
vouch for them are the Super Kitty Power
Oh
Team
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
oh
The
yeah,
The
crazy,
Super
the
animation.
Dream
Rainbow
Parade, Super
Super
Mega Dream Parade,
Dream
Super
Parade.
Magic Dream Parade.
Super
Like of
Magic
Yeah,
course
Dream
Super
they
Magic Dream
did.
Parade.
They just aped off of them.
That's
Yeah.
Oh
awesome.
my
I
gosh.
love
Like
that.
what happens up there that would be traumatic other than the constant domestic violence?
Moose,
Like
moose
that's
attack.
it.
It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, the
moose.
moose attack. It's the
Are
moose.
there moose in
Um,
North Dakota? I don't even
Mises,
think the moose want to be
probably.
that. Like they're
No,
up
I
in
don't
like
think
some
so.
forest. They're not on the plains
Yeah.
of North Dakota.
No, you're
They're just
right.
I
I've
remember.
never been to
Speaking
North
of
Dakota. I
speaking
can't
of
say I know what the
ancient
terrain is.
ancient
Nobody
internet.
has.
Yeah, speaking of ancient internet memes, there was a very large Facebook meme group just called North Dakota doesn't exist for a long time.
It doesn't.
Everybody's triggering from
North
boredom.
Dakota, don't you mean like East Iowa?
Yeah, exactly.
There are moose in North Dakota. A good population, apparently.
They're just triggering
More
from
than
Thank you.
people,
I'm
boredom.
I
glad you
assume?
checked that.
Not hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, just wanted to shout them out because of their
Yep.
their
Worth a
names
shout
and
out.
those poor
Yeah,
children
that's
need some
great.
education.
Right.
That's awesome.
I mean, do you think it was that or the fact that they just grew up in North Dakota that's the result of their education? Like,
Could be either or, honestly, or both. And why not both?
yeah.
They didn't drop out of
Um,
high school. That's just where it stops.
Yeah, I was about to say the one room schoolhouse for the state,
Oh my
you know.
gosh.
And they
They can only
probably,
house
if
so
they
many
did
people.
write that email from North Dakota, they probably had to like get their wagon hitched and like ride to South Dakota just to send a telegram to Kansas.
We're really good
so
at
they could
like
send
making
a
fun of
Pony
other people.
Express all the way over to some civilized country.
We're really good at making fun. Alan's really good at just insulting everyone.
To all of our
It's our
to all of our
brand.
North Dakota fan.
Sorry. Sorry, but it's true.
Yeah.
We're so
Oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
They can't listen to this. They don't have electricity.
What? Oh my god.
You think some
We should
company's
quit.
gonna
We
pay?
should quit
You
while
think
we're
the government's
behind.
gonna pay to
I know.
run power lines,
Alan's ramping up.
250 miles to the 3 towns
Oh,
in
God.
North
Yeah.
Dakota with a population
See,
of 15?
Alan's power is like foxtrots, except it just ramps up the insults
just-
instead of the.
Yes,
He
well,
really
we
does,
haven't. I've
dude.
been
He
holding
loves
off
that
on
shit.
the incest insults, okay?
Oh,
Mostly
please,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you.
That's a good call.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Now, if we were talking about Kansas again,
Okay, Michael. Thanks
That's a
everybody for
wrap.
joining us this evening. It's been a fun time here
Thanks for
over
coming
the
to the
Brockton
last
Bay
episode of
Book Club.
Brockton Bay.
We try to have a good time as best we can, despite
Oh.
all of whatever Alan brings to the table. Michael, do you have a song for us to play?
Okay, well, wait. We have to say when we're
Whoa,
what,
whoa,
we're,
we
what
still
we're
have
reading, all
theories.
that
What about-
stuff. There's more.
Yeah, we still have theories
No,
for
let's
next
just
week.
end
We will
this
be
now,
reading.
before
We will
Alan
be reading 8. No. Shh. Let me finish this, okay?
Okay, bring us
We'll be
home.
reading 8.8 to the end, which I believe is another 2 interludes. Should be another, I want to say 7. Let me look. It's for another 40,000 words. Those are baby numbers. I think we could do better, but the next arc after that is like 140,000. So,
Lovely.
we're gonna bitch out. That's
Sheesh.
fine. Yeah, 8.8 to
Bingos?
8.y. And
No
uh
bingos tonight?
we're getting
I didn't hear
bingos?
anybody shout out a bingo. I didn't. Oh wait, no, I got a bingo. Alan Rants and Tari's catching cleat hype, fuck shortcut, and mispronouncing kite. Yeah, I'll read the rest of them to you. We did get favorite power is air, and Michael has to reel them in, and crystal clear, my boy. However, we did not get talk on goddess, cat on screen. There is one literally right here. Hannah cries. Jacob compares something to a TV show / movie. Nick goes full teacher, bringing up Capricorn's murder charges. Dragon and Kenzie are a dangerous duo. Chris theories and fuck Carol.
Fair.
Well,
We did
yeah,
have a Chris
all
theory.
of those.
We have a Chris
I
theory.
had a Chris theory.
You did have a
There-
Chris
you
theory?
You're right.
Yeah,
You did have a
we
Chris
did
theory.
have
It
a
doesn't
Chris
give me a
theory.
bingo, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Those are fun.
Bernard Coe did point out that they would have generators. So in North Dakota.
Okay,
So that's
Oh
even
my
better.
god.
Yeah, fair.
Moving on. All right.
Listen,
and
there's only so much coal to go around, though. They got to ration it.
Bernard's great question. Who's the most worrisome still?
Mm.
It's still Chris for me.
So, Chris.
I still like the idea that it's
Oh, we
Victoria.
got Cat on screen.
Oh,
you.
that's
Hey,
great.
there you go.
Hey,
Cat on screen at the end.
Push it
Beckford.
back for baby.
Yeah, I'm still down for picking Victoria, but at this point, I am for his own health. I'm most worried about Chris, but in terms of like the story meta
A
and what's
weird
going to be
stuff in his
happening, I'm
gut.
sticking with Victoria.
Mm.
Yeah, poop
I
out
like
some
it.
more
I like it.
bones, Chris, and
Yeah.
hope you feel better.
We'll get you into those
Uh,
major leagues. Any
Need more
theories
fiber in your
moving
diet, kid.
forward?
More theories?
I mean, they're building towards a
Uh,
lot. Yeah.
You got something
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. I feel like we're gonna get. It seems like we're heading sort of towards a three-way war between Goddess, between the cheaters of Earth, Sheet, and the people that we know of Gimel of the Megalopolis.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty apparent we're heading in that direction. Um, my theory though is that something's gonna come out of Bet that will unite two of those groups. I think one of the either Shiat or Goddess will like one of them will eliminate the other, and then something will come out of Bet that's like, hey, this is a bigger deal. Actually, we need to unite to take care of this.
Yeah. We did
And
talk
my
about.
guess, yeah,
Oh, I
my
was gonna say
guess
we
would
did
be
talk.
Goddess gets eliminated, but that's my guess.
Yeah, we were talking about there was things mentioned in one of the talks that like were obviously we talked about Sleeper was mentioned. We talked about dealing with the machine army.
Right.
I think dealing with
Yep.
teacher, and then there was a new one like Sapperos or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Another, which might just be another name thrown out
Listen,
there.
you throw so many things at me all at once. There's no way I'm gonna know which one is important. And like this is my same thought with Goddess. You're giving me info on Goddess, but you're not ramping up the intensity on Goddess. So honestly, to me, Goddess isn't a problem right now because all you've given me, like when you said Machine Army, not when you said it, but when I read it and was like, oh, Machine Army, I got chills because I was like, oh shit, that's gonna be one of those like, we don't think it's a problem until it suddenly is. But like,
Yeah.
Goddess, you've been giving me all this information. You're telling me that you're telling me and not showing me. I'm not feeling the spookiness. I'm not feeling the scares. Give me the scares.
Yeah.
I want to feel it in
I
my
think
bones.
part of it is we just like we don't know what we know that Goddess took over a planet. We know that Goddess also did it with people. Like
Sure, I guess.
it's so ambiguous, but
Yeah.
also doesn't have like Machine Army scary.
Yeah,
Like inherently.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, sure.
Well, we've seen the Machine Army too, so we
Yeah,
know
we've seen
Yeah,
the
I
Machine
just
Army also, but
need-
before we saw the Machine Army, it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The phrase "Machine Army" is scary.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling a lot of tell, and I need a little bit more show.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, in 2 weeks,
The 16th?
we'll be reading the 16th. Sounds
think
good.
so.
Yeah. Anything else we want to say before we sign off?
Nope.
All
I
right.
think I'm
Subscribe to our Patreon
good.
as always. It's a
Yeah.
fun time there. Michael, do you have a song about that?
Yeah.
Kinky.
Join the Patreon.
Thank you, Nick.
Please come on and join the Patreon. Why don't you just join the Patreon? Become supporters and join the Patreon. Please help us and join the Patreon. We have fun, join the Patreon. It's great, yeah, join the Patreon. Why don't you just join the Patreon? Come on, come on.
Sometimes, just for fun, I'll cancel my Patreon subscription just so I can have the pleasure of signing up once again. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you the 16th. We love you. We love you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.